Slay the Spire, and I'm back. I had a misclick, horrible accident on my last stream here, so I'm trying it again. This is an Ascension 20 run with Ironclad, and I'm on the second Act 3 boss. So on Ascension 20, there are two final bosses in Act 3. You must beat them both in sequence. I've already beaten the first one, was the Awakened one. Now I'm beating Donu and Deka, the final boss of Act 3. Of course, there is a hidden fourth act, which is unlocked if you have all three color key pieces, which I do. So after this, I'm going to attempt to clear Act 4 and hopefully defeat the heart. But here we go. We are starting it over because a horrible mistake that happened last time for misclick. It was not intentional. All right, playing the turns exactly as I did the first time. Here we go. So, if you are just joining us, Demon Form, this is the card that's going to get me through this fight. I'm playing Demon Form now to get 3 strength at the start of every turn. So in order for me to beat these guys, I am going to need to do a lot of damage. I cannot win this fight just by doing piddly little bits of damage over several turns. I will not be able to beat them that way. So I need to do a bunch of damage at once, which Demon Form will get me there eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. War Cry, draw 2 cards and put a card from my hand on top of my draw pile. Let's go ahead and do that. Impervious, we'll have that coming up next turn to block the Donut's attack, which we'll need. And finally, we have 6 block that we must play because, as you can see, we have 24 health, and we only have an attack coming in for 26. So we have to block, and we're going to be alive here with 4 health. We do have Infernal Blade for 0. We could play it, but we are not going to. We choose not to right now because, as you can see, we're getting 3 strength at the beginning of every turn. Therefore, I want to make sure to wait as long as possible to play that so it deals the most damage. Okay, so with that being said, this is the end of the turn. Alright, I'm getting hit by a D8. I don't know why it's a D8 and a donut, you know, like I can understand like if it was a D8 and a D4, or a donut and like a bagel or something, or like a hot cocoa, but it's like a dice and a breakfast item. I don't know, man. Incongruous. Alright, so we did have the Impervious waiting for us to block this 32-point attack coming at us, but we also drew into Armaments, which gives us 6 block and upgrades all the cards in my hand the next turn, and 2 Shrug It Offs, which give us each 9 block, but these will upgrade to 12 after I play the Armaments. So let's play the Armaments. Shrug It Off. Shrug It Off. That gives us 30 block, enough to survive this 32-point attack with the health that we have currently. So with the last energy, I'm going to also play a Fire Breathing, just to maybe get a little bit more damage in there if I draw into some of the curses or statuses in this deck. And last but not least, we are going to play this Anger just to clear our hand. You see right now we have 6 cards in hand, but the hand size limit is 10. So if we don't have, if we're not down to 5 cards, we are not going to be able to draw as many cards as we normally would. We definitely want to draw as much as possible. So it's very important to keep our hand down to 5 whenever possible. So that is it. We're still holding on to Infernal Blade. We do have 5 cards, so we will draw the maximum, and we are surviving this 32-point attack. Go ahead and end turn. Here we go. Hopefully we don't have misclick again. I misclicked last time. It was awful. I have to start this all over. Alright, here we go. Right away, we got a little bit of a benefit from our Fire Breathing. Not much, but, you know, hey, every little bit counts. So we do not survive this 32-point attack here without Impervious. This is the time we must use it. So unfortunately, I would like to keep it around, but this is the time that we've been keeping it around for. So Impervious will obviously help us survive that. We're also going to go ahead and Metallicize to give us some block on our future turn. And unfortunately, there's still too many cards, so we are going to go ahead and play let's use that last energy and get a little bit of health with this Bite. Okay, fantastic. Bite is an attack, deals some damage, and heals a little bit of health. Alright, lastly, I am going to go ahead and play the Infernal Blade, which gives us Bludgeon. Deals 39 points of damage to a Donut. Take that, you Donut. Alright, this will exhaust itself. It's the Ascender's Bane. It's a curse that you begin the run with when you are on Ascension 20. It cannot be removed from your deck. However, this will exhaust itself as it is ethereal. Alright, so in our turn, we'll still have the magical number of 5 cards and 44 cards in 44 block. Alright. Okay, so here is our draw. We did draw the maximum number of cards. However, we do not have enough block to survive this 38-point attack, so we have to draw into some. I do have a lot of block in this deck, so the chances are very good. So let's go ahead and use this zero-cost blood for blood. Hit this guy. What a friendly fellow. With that, we should use this Burning Pact, exhaust one card, and draw 3 cards. We're hoping to draw into some block here. We do have a Flame Barrier. I'm going to go ahead and play that also. I'm going to need the block. So 17 block there. And I'll play the Burning Pact. And I will exhaust. Now this is tough. I'm actually going to exhaust a Shockwave. The reason I exhaust a Shockwave is because since they have these artifacts, it's a bit difficult to get through them with Shockwave. Normally, giving them the debuffs that the Shockwave card gives them would be very helpful, but with these artifacts, it's just a bit hard right now to get that through. But let's go ahead and play. We got a power through here. It's going to give us 16 block, which is enough to allow us to survive this 38-point attack with 33 block. 3 more coming in from Metallicize and 5 health. That adds up to 41, I believe. Yes, 41, which is more than 38. So we're not done. We are going to play this Purity. Exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. We definitely want to exhaust some cards. At least these 2 wounds that we've taken from the card that we played. But we also should probably exhaust something else. I think a defend. I'll exhaust this defend. Alright, and unfortunately we do have 6 cards, so we're not going to be able to draw the maximum, but we are going to draw almost as good. So this is as good as it gets, guys. As good as it gets. Alright, we have 38 damage coming in. We have enough to survive. I'm not going to lie, it's a little intense, but we do have another Impervious waiting. There we go. That's going to make our blood for blood 0. Wonderful. Our hand is full. Unfortunate. Alright. We cannot survive this without Impervious, so... Alright. Deca. I think that shape is Deca. You got me. I have to use that. Also use this blood for blood. This time, this is where I misclicked. I'm not going to misclick this time. Yeah, take that, asshole. This is actually not enough. 33 plus 3 is 34. 35, 36, 37. I'm a little shy, so I do have to get a little bit more block or health. So I'll go ahead and shrug it off for 9 more health. And that will actually be enough. But we still have 1 more energy. So let's go ahead and take another bite at our good friend Donut here. Alright, and with that, I'm going to hang on to the Havoc with that. And we end the turn. Survive this attack. Alright, here is where it gets very intense, very quickly. So I've got a Heavy Blade here. There are only 5 cards left in my deck. One of which is Limit Break, which I was hoping to see a little bit sooner. If I can draw into that Limit Break, I can certainly kill Donut right now and not have to take this 44 damage, which is the only way I can survive. So. I'll play the Burning Pact. Go ahead and exhaust this defend. Alright. There's a 1 in 3 chance my Limit Break is on top of my deck. It is! Limit Break. Let's go! This Heavy Blade now deals 110 damage. Donut is ready to go. I'm sorry, Donut. It was nice knowing you, bud. But I'm going to bite the donut. Unfortunately, there isn't there is a... What am I trying to say? Guys, I lost train of thought. I was so excited that I killed Donut. I've forgotten what I was trying to say. There is an achievement that you can get by finishing off Donut with a feed card. Unfortunately, it was a bite. I think it should count. I'm still eating him. Come on, guys. It's a bite, not a feed. It's a technicality, I feel. 265 hit points on Deca, but we have 32 strength, so I'm feeling pretty good that with my little 8 health, I can pull this off. We'll find out. Keeping in mind that 2 of the cards, I know what they are. One of them being Reaper. That's the key there, is that one of them is Reaper. My bites now deal 42 damage, which is a pretty good amount. So I definitely need to play this Reaper, so you'll heal me 39 damage, which is basically almost all my health, and will allow me to survive. So I think I'm going to try to play this uppercut. And go ahead and do the Reaper. And my health is full, and I can survive this 44 damage attack. A little bit of block there just for posterity. Alright. And I think with this, I can finish off our little friend here simply by attacking the crap out of him with a lot of these attacks. He is now vulnerable, which is a very big deal. Has 114 health, but he is vulnerable. Alright, let's take a bite. As you can see, my bite took almost all of his health with one go. One more bite, and Deca is dead. That's it. We did it. Ascension 20. That is the power of many 2 cards that we used here. We used Demon Form to give us enough strength, and we lucked into drawing into the strength doubling card. I forget what it's called. What is the strength doubling card called? You know what I'm talking about. Limit Break. Limit Break. That's the card that saved us in the end there when we were eating Donut. But yeah, so that's it. We have cleared the game. That's it. That's the game. There is a Secret Act 4, which we're going to also do, but this officially means we beat Act 20 with Ironclad. Let's have a look at what happens. So we have all the color pieces here, all the key color pieces. Proceed. Let's memorialize this moment. All right. F you, heart. Bow. Attack? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Bam. 1,732 points of damage. Did you guys know that that's your score, actually? So that number that comes up of how much damage you deal, that's the same as your score. I believe so. Continue. Ask yourself, have I been here before? The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness begins to fade. I love the little colors. Like, what is the purple? Like, the purple must be like, each color must be like a voice, right? So purple is like, consciousness begins to fade. A sudden burst of energy, right? Yellow has to be energy, because look, it's also like shaking, like like the word energy, you had like too much Red Bull or something, emanates from inside you, jolting while you're wide awake. The heart retreats upwards. A large door is revealed in its place. Approach door. And the 3 color keys in place. We unlock Act 4. The secret act of the game. It's not really a secret to anyone who plays the game. We all figured it out by now, I know. But, you know, quote-unquote secret act, hidden act. This is it. So there are 3 steps in this act. I am a little bit of intensity with that run, so I am going to switch to a little bit of a more positive game. I'm going to save my game right now, and I'm going to come back to this a little bit later. But yeah, an hour and 31 total for the run so far. I mean, it's still going to do Act 4. Yeah, that was the second boss of Ascension 20. So, I can show you guys the deck that I used. I normally don't have very small decks, as you can see here. It's quite large of a deck, but there is a good bit of synergy in recursion, as you can see. I'm not sure how good it was to take the bites during the bite event. You can trade in your strikes for these bites, which are better than strikes because they heal you 2 health and deal a little bit more damage. But I don't know how well that worked out for me. You do have to sacrifice quite a bit of your max hit points. The Reaper has been a champion this game, especially coupled with Demon Form. Demon Form and Reaper, I can often just recover 50 points of health or more in one go with that. I was really hoping to see, I had the power through, I was really hoping to see another card called Second Wind, which will allow you to exhaust all the non-attack cards in your hand for block. I was really hoping to see that combo going, especially because I do have the Barricade here, which you didn't see me use in the Donwin Deca fight. Never came up. Unfortunately, it was at the very bottom of the deck, so it never came up with the Barricade. But it has been very useful, especially coupled with these Impervious cards that give you 30 block. I can play the Barricade, I can play the Impervious, and just hold up 30 block. So this is the deck. The main win condition here is Heavy Blade. It is a little all over the place, unfortunately. I mean, ideally, I would like my deck to be, more streamlined, be either like all blocks, and I'm gonna kill you with body slams, or other cards that do damage off blocks, etc. And fire breathing here as well. But unfortunately, sometimes this game you have to take what you can get. You have to take the cards that the game gives you. So the deck is kind of like, a bit all over the place, as you can see. But hey, sometimes a rusty bicycle will get you there, right? Anyways, thank you guys for joining my stream. I am going to take a break from this game, and then I'm going to log in with a different game, something a little bit more lighthearted, less intense. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you, if you're still here for my stream, I'll see you in just a little bit.